gonna do a little something unorthodox. I'm gonna take a selfie really quick. I hope you guys don't mind. All right, get started. Go green. Thank you so much for this tremendous honor to speak to the graduating class of 2015. Also, thank you, Ms. Goldberg, another State News alum. I like to say snooze or die, so go State News. In the words of Connor Cook after being that school down the road this year, what the hell just happened? Does it really seem like it's already been 4 or 5 years since most of us were just little freshmen moving in the dorms? I certainly don't think so. I arrived at Michigan State University with a certain mindset, a certain way of thinking, but that quickly changed. Michigan State opened my mind up to dozens of different ways of thinking, dozens of different people from races, ethnicities, and religions that have become lifelong friends. MSU broke me out of the shelter that was high school. Not only this, but my time at Michigan State was the most challenging time of my life. Finding that perfect balance between school and work, or school, work, and a social life is difficult, because you're not just going to school. You might have several jobs, trying to meet new friends, being away from your family, and becoming independent. It's not always going to be easy, because you will fail before you succeed. Sometimes you just want to run home, curl up in your old bed, and watch some Netflix. I mean, who can honestly say no to a couple hours of Benedict Cumberbatch and Sherlock? I can't. Michigan State definitely knocked me down a few times, but each time it gave me the tools to rise and become a better man. Michigan State is the main reason I want to do more work with nonprofit organizations in the future, because being a Spartan means helping those in need. This is why I decided to bicycle 7,000 miles solo across the United States of America this past summer to raise money and awareness for teen heart health. You might also remember me as that crazy kid who bicycled all the way to Indianapolis for the Final Four. During my senior year of high school, one of my best friends died of an undiagnosed enlarged heart, a problem that kills nearly 2,000 athletes under 25 every single year. His name was Thomas Smith, and in the years following his death, I have raised nearly $25,000 for the charity in his name, including $15,000 alone in the 3 months of this summer trip. And if I wasn't a Spartan, I know I wouldn't have been able to handle this daunting task across 24 states, through extreme rain, extreme heat, while climbing approximately the combined height of 5 Mount Everest. I was able to make new friendships all across the country because of this trip, and it would not have happened if I did not come to East Lansing first. Experiences like my 3 years at the State News, where I learned to tell stories and craft messages to inform others, which helped me publicize my trip to reach more people than just my Facebook friends. My 2 internships in minor league baseball, I landed because I went to one of the best advertising schools in the country, during which I sometimes worked nearly 18-hour days and sometimes had to pull all-nighters, but I learned that I could push myself farther than I thought was possible. And my job with MSU Advancement, when I realized that Michigan State alumni would always be there to help me and display their greatness at several stops on the way, including San Diego and Greenville, South Carolina. But I guess what I learned most from Michigan State are the following simple things all of us can do. 1, soak in every aspect of life. 2, do things out of the ordinary. As Ms. Goldberg liked to remind us, be bold. 3, don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do something. There were those who didn't think I could or would do this trip. They told me they would believe it when they saw it, so prove the doubters wrong. 4, be smart and courteous, enjoy life, because you don't want to wake up one day and realize that 30 years have passed and wonder where life just went. I can tell you on at least 2 dozen occasions during my trip, I had people say they wish they would have done similar adventures. Personally, in 30 years, I don't want to have to ask what the hell just happened. Finally, I would like to leave you with this. From a man who I have a great amount of respect for, the MSU Alumni Director, Scott Westerman. When you leave this place and strike out on your own personal adventure, you will never be alone. Just remember that. There are 500,000 of us who will walk by your side to pick you up and put you back on your feet when you fail, who will be there to strengthen you when you feel weak, to bring you down to earth when you may fly too close to the sun, and to put you on top of our shoulders to celebrate your inevitable success. This is what Spartans do. This is what all of us will do for you, and this is what you will be expected to do for others. The day you made the decision to come to Michigan State University, you joined an unstoppable force of leaders, lifesavers, and world changers, who ultimately endure the darkest valleys and climb the highest mountains. And when you look down from the summit, you will shout to the world the one thing that makes us the hope for a better tomorrow and the envy of everyone else. We are Spartans. Thank you, and go green.